everybody, it's James here with the Sawyer Family Reviews channel. Today is Wednesday, April 3rd, 2019. This is your weekly comic book pickups video. Every week I pick up my boys at least one comic each. Oftentimes it's more than one. I pick up my daughter Gracie one as well, even though she can't read yet. And as always, I pick up my comics at Queen City Comics in Fairfield, Ohio. Zip code 45014. If you're in the area and into comics, check out the shop. Let's jump in. True Believers is back. These are $1 reprints of classic Marvel stories that are tied into a current event that's happening either in comics or in mainstream media. This time around, it's tying into Avengers Endgame. So we've got two Avengers reprints this time around. Well, they're labeled as Avengers reprints, but one of them is not actually an Avengers book. Let's begin with True Believers #1, Avengers Nebula. And this is a reprint of Avengers number 260 by Roger Stern and John Buscema, doing breakdowns, and Tom Palmer doing the finishing on it. So this issue, I think this is in the midst of Secret Wars 2, and I believe this is with Nebula and Thanos, and I think maybe this is where Nebula revealed that she's the daughter of Thanos to Star Fox, if I remember right. I can't remember. But it's just some classic Nebula, Thanos, Beyond. I think the Beyonders appears in this, yeah, because it's Secret Wars 2. Yeah, look at that. They're flying around. Yeah, I'm excited about these Avengers tie-ins. This one's obviously about Nebula and Thanos. The next one is a reprint of, they're called True Believers #1, the Avengers, Thanos versus the Marvel Universe. Come and get me, but this is actually a reprint of Infinity Gauntlet #4. Let's see. My brother Thanos is insane. Yes, he is. So this is the one where the Avengers actually fight Thanos. So this is a good one to reprint before Endgame happens. It's the big fight. Poor Wolverine. He didn't stand a chance. This is a great book for $1. I mean, that's thick. This is some fun reading. This one's going to be going fast, I think, at the shop. Jim Starlin doing the writing, Ron Lim and George Perez doing the pencils. If you haven't read Infinity Gauntlet, you should read the Infinity Gauntlet, especially if you're a Marvel movie fan. I don't think it's going to spoil anything for Endgame to read that at this point, but there we go. Put that over there. Next is a book for Gracie, Marvel Superhero Adventures #1 by Fish and Bell Panino. Web designers. Get it? She likes these. She's been really into her Spider-Man books lately because she's been watching Spider-Verse like non-stop. So looks like there's a bunch of stories in here. Ty Templeton, Kieran Smith, Shally Fish, Owen McCarran, Scotty Young, Joe Caramagna. Yeah, lots of stuff in here. So this is one of the books that is not printed by IDW. This is actually printed by Marvel. So it's a kid book that's printed by Marvel, and it has that old Marvel superhero squad type style to it. So we've got, ooh, Thanos, Carnage, Venom, Red Skull, Loki. And we've got one that looks like a little kid strip. Yeah, so a bunch of stories. She'll like this. This is great for younger readers, especially ones that like Spider-Verse. This book is for Blaze, Conan the Barbarian, issue #5, still by Jason Aaron, with Mahmoud Asrar doing the pencils. I think this is a Esad Ribic cover, though. He has enjoyed this so far. He doesn't really, I don't know if he's really enjoying the other Conan series so much. I don't know if we even picked up more than the first one. I can't remember. But he does enjoy the regular Conan book. And this is nice art. Jason, like I said in one of these previous videos, that Jason Aaron has at least one good story in him, it seems like, for every single character. So I'm sure that's the same with this Conan book. It's very hot. The issues keep on selling out, it seems like. And by this art, I can see that they're actually putting some time and effort into this book. And it's not like going to the lowest bidder when it comes to doing the art. This is solid. Let me put that over there. Then we have 2 copies of Ghostbusters 20 years of IDW for the 35th anniversary event. Oh, I forgot to tell you the prices so far. Conan was $3.99, Superhero Adventures was $3.99, and everything else is $1. I bought 2 of these because Keaton's really into Ghostbusters right now. He's been watching real Ghostbusters like nonstop. He watches Extreme Ghostbusters again and again. So I'm a very proud dad because he loves Ghostbusters. And so he also reads the Ghostbusters comics. He's got a bunch of the trades. So I thought he would dig these one-shots. So this one's by the usual Ghostbusters team of Eric Burnham and Danny Schoening. And it's a story about the what they call the Prime Ghostbusters, which is the movie Ghostbusters done in comic form. And I believe they're taking on something from Atlantis in this book. Man, I love Danny Schoening's art. It's just the best. This is my favorite current comic on a repeated basis. It doesn't come out super monthly. It's not like a monthly book. It's like specials and minis and stuff like that. But man, is it solid. If you're a Ghostbusters fan and not reading this book, you're making a huge mistake. You should be reading these. So this is all the other ones that are coming in this each week in April. This is the first week, Prime Ghostbusters. Next week is Real Ghostbusters, which he will be very excited about. The week after that is Answer the Call, which I'm going to skip. I'm not a big fan of Answer the Call. And then Extreme Ghostbusters, which we'll both get. So each one of these I'm going to have to buy 2 of because Keaton's going to want them all. All right, put this over here. Then we've got a book for me, Uncanny X-Men number 15. As I said in the last video, I am caught up on Uncanny X-Men right now, and I really enjoy it. It's a fun book. It's written by, come on now, Matthew Rosenberg with art by Salvador LaRocca, which that's a big highlight of the book, is that Sal LaRocca is doing the arts. It's bringing back a core X-Men team with guys you recognize like Cyclops, Wolverine, Havoc, Multiple Man, Magic, and then some like New Mutancy type people like Wolfsbane, Karma, Mirage. They made a list of guys of things they need to kind of take care of and people they're hunting down. And one of those on the list is the Mutant Liberation Front. And so they're going to go after them, and they notice that Banshee and Hope, sorry, I'm having to move my hand here, so sorry if my voice cut off. Banshee and Hope are with the Mutant Liberation Front, I think was in the last issue, and Cap shows up to talk to Cyclops. So that's what's going on right now. And let's see. So they talk to Cap, and they're going to find the Mutant Liberation Front, take care of them, see what's going on with Banshee. I have no idea why Banshee is all crusty and old and zombified. See, I've been out of X-Men for a long time, so that doesn't make much sense to me, but I'll have to look it up and figure it out. Wolverine in his brown costume, that's awesome. I'm not going to flip too far ahead because I don't want to ruin anything for you guys. But I really enjoy this book. I'm happy to have X-Men be readable again. That's exciting to me. And then last but not least, actually it probably is least, is Major X by Rob Liefeld and Romulo Fajardo Jr.? I got this out of morbid curiosity. I am not a fan of Rob Liefeld art. I don't think he's ever gotten any better. I don't think he was ever all that great. But this is his new character that he's making. It's a new X-Men character, and it's Rob Liefeld art. And it's just about as much as Rob Liefeld art as you would think it would be. Oof. That's a lot of empty background, Rob. Yeah. So there it is. But I had to know. Look at Wolverine. There he is. I had to know what was going on. Man, there's so much white background. Rob has just never, in my opinion, gotten any improvement. Most artists improve over time. I don't think Rob Liefeld ever has. But I had to pick this up just because I had to see what was going on with this. And that book is, how much was that? $4.99. So that's the most expensive book today. And it'll probably be the biggest waste of money of the bunch. Yeah, so that's it this week. Marvel Select Review will hopefully still go up this week. I think it's me playing at Hulk. And then I'll be back at this again next week. All right? So, as always, like and subscribe if you're enjoying the videos. Please leave a comment below if there's any of these books that you're currently reading and what you think of them. Yeah, I'll see you guys next week.